First of all, what a day. So, 2 days back, somebody reached out to me, presented a case in Bay Area where mom, dad, both of them got into cancer. And they had a bill of about $600,000, which they wanted to do crowdfunding. That's a lot of money. And they've got 4 kids. And, there's a lot that is happening from cancer, heart attacks. Just 2 weeks back, my own employee in UK, she had a high BP and she was about 56 years old. Fantastic. And one fine day, she just passed away. 56 years old. So lot is happening, and what we are aiming to do is to create a social platform, bringing in doctors, hospitals, pharma onto a single platform where it is highly scalable. I think there's a lot of good that can emerge out of this entire thing. And again, your book, Reimagine Health, I think it's not about prescriptive care, it's about wellness care, the Ayurveda, yoga, what you're hearing and all of that. And also it's a predictive and preventive care. A lot of new devices, a lot of applications are coming. And finally, the prescriptive is not local. Think global. Think of alternative medicine as well. There's a fantastic opportunity. Again, we come from technology and kind of really seeing the opportunity what healthcare can do. And I run a software company called Solix Technologies. We are a data management company, and we are one of the top 3 in the world in terms of optimizing storage, optimizing compute, optimizing governance. Now we are heading into our Gen AI world, and the areas that we want to focus on medical care and pharma, and in terms of how we can use Gen AI to reduce the approval process for FDA clearance. Also working on how we can get into discovery of medicine using, the AI proposition. We work with Merck, Sanofi, Kaiser, Elevance, and we're also bringing in, because of this TAL platform, even some of the big hospitals from back in India. I think exciting opportunity in the coming decade and all of that. And let me now introduce Barry Rudolph. Barry is the CEO for TAL Leader Circle. We bring in executives who want to care for the society, who want to help. And Barry is heading that organization. Very fortunate. Thank you, Barry. It's you.
I'm going to talk a little bit about TALHero's Awards. While I've got the stage, though, this is a wonderful thing. You have the mic, you have the stage, you can say whatever you want, right? I thought I would say that this has been a really amazing conference. I'm almost, it really has. And for a first shot, really outstanding. A lot of people did a lot of work. One of the things that makes life really enjoyable, I'll be 71 on my next birthday, but I think everything I heard, I learned something today. And that constant learning and thinking that, knowing that you're doing something that can make an impact and make the world a better place is really kind of what it's all about. We all strive for titles and money and all those kind of things, but this really does matter. So very much appreciate everybody involved. It was an amazing day. It really was. So thanks everybody. So I've had for the last couple of years the honor of being kind of the lead of the judging committee. And it's a little bit of cat herding, to be honest. We have people that are very busy that want to help, but they're busy people and et cetera. So there's a little bit of logistics involved. But I'll give you a little bit of background about TALHero. So every year, the Touch Life Foundation awards up to 3 awards in 3 categories in both India and the United States. The 3 categories are corporates, so CSR type activities, et cetera. Individuals, we call them change makers, but individuals that are driving fundamental improvements and changes, and then nonprofits. And so we don't always give away 3 in each, and in fact this year in the United States we are not. But we have a large list. I don't know, I think probably between the 2 countries we probably had 50 candidates, maybe a little more. We have 3 judges in each of the geographies. They are completely independent. They're not involved with the charities. They're not aligned with the charities. They're just people with great backgrounds and great histories that want to really take a look and reward people that are making a fundamental difference, that are impacting society, creating empathy, that are appropriately licensed or certified, so they're real, and there's no controversy, there's no legal issues, there's none of those kind of things. So these are real individuals and real institutions that are making a big difference. And it's actually quite a lot of work. If you can imagine reviewing 50 or 60 candidates and choosing 6 to 9, it's actually a fairly substantial amount of work, and they take it very, very seriously, I can tell you. So that's a little bit about the background of the TALHero Awards, the Hero Awards in general. Really important. A lot of these individuals and nonprofits are very small, and they have no access to brand. They have no access to communications. They don't have visibility. It's hard to raise funds, and that's what the foundation is all about, and the application of the platform is all about. And so the award is not just a nice thing. Hopefully it lifts them and gives them the ability to be more effective and get more done. I'll invite the Consul General for India, who's here in San Francisco. Maybe you can come to the stage. Really a privilege to have you here, by the way. Thank you very much for being here. I can tell you, without really understanding all of the logistics with the Indian government, et cetera, I had an opportunity to meet him at a meeting we had at the Four Seasons with the most senior executive for the state that Hyderabad is in. And you were very, very helpful at getting some connections, so very much appreciate that. And hopefully some great things will come from that. I don't know, would you like to say a few words first and then we can do the awards, or it's up to you? Why don't we do it?
I'm very happy to be here for this final session of the TALHospitals Health Fest 2024. In fact, it was wonderful to hear from Sai that you had a very productive full day with participation of various stakeholders in the healthcare and medical tourism sectors, including the leaders. I also understand that we also have some hospital also are participating in this fest from India, and we have like innovators, practitioners, and non-profits all have participated and enriched the overall day with their discussions and also insights. And I was fortunate to be there for the last presentation by Daniel. So I was also fascinated to see how the future of the healthcare can unfold in the future, especially with these various digital tools and also many devices like digital devices. Early in the morning when you get up, you can find what kind of products, like even there was a 3D printing of customized medicine also. So as a medical doctor, I was happy to see what is the future of the healthcare. So I would like to just say that we have a very good, robust cooperation between India and US in the healthcare. So especially the US is helping India in like control of many communicable diseases like tuberculosis, HIV, and also malaria kind of diseases. And India in turn is also helping the US healthcare system through the affordable generic medicines. So out of the overall Indian exports, 40% of the Indian generic medicines are exported to the US, so thereby lowering the cost of the healthcare in the US. And I think the artificial intelligence, which is playing a very important role nowadays in even a lot of applications are being developed. So I think India also, we are also looking towards this artificial intelligence technology. Even Indian companies and startups, they are coming up with many healthcare applications, especially with the intention to make the healthcare access in the rural areas, especially in the clinical diagnosis and support. Because as you know, India, we have a huge population and there is a rural-urban divide where most of the doctors are only present in the urban areas and the rural patients suffer. I think the tools, the new application in the artificial intelligence along with telemedicine can ensure a lot of saving of lives and also help in the healthcare in the US. And also, we also are talking about a lot of cooperation in the medical research also, like even when our Prime Minister visited New York recently, so India also participated in the Cancer Moonshot Initiative of the Quad. So we're also collaborating research. Even many US companies can benefit from coming to India in the clinical research and trials. Even there is collaboration in the healthcare education also. But I think one important point, like even the Touch a Life Foundation and the TALHospitals is trying to ensure that India can offer more to make healthcare accessible to some of the people living in the US, especially people who are, like he mentions, few patients, example, where they have to come up, pay a bill of $600,000 for a simple ailment. But India, because we have the quality doctors, good hospitals, and also the treatment can be offered at affordable rate. See, most of the people in the US are well versed with the quality of Indian doctors because I think 10% of the US doctors, I was told, are of Indian origin, while overall Indian diaspora is only 1.5%, but doctors are 10%. So the quality of Indian doctors are already known. I think by this kind of initiative, connecting the patients or people who would like to get healthcare in India, I think Indian hospitals can provide a quality healthcare at a very affordable, maybe 1/10 of the cost which is being charged in the US for various procedures. I think this is a very good initiative, bringing together hospitals, insurance companies, and also professionals and also maybe patients, the end users can use the services. I think that you're offering free of cost. It is a very good initiative, and it is a good thing that he is giving back and also trying to promote India as a healthcare destination. I think first maybe he will be promoting India, but he will later on add other healthcare destination also, which could also benefit the population in the US. So I'm happy to be here to present the awards to the heroes, the change makers and the non-profits, which are being today the 5 people will be awarded. Happy to be here to come and interact with you all and also present the awards. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Our first tall hero in the Changemakers category is Carol Gillespie. As the Executive Director of the Asian American Donor Program, Carol has made significant strides for countless families battling blood cancer. Under her transformative leadership, over 272,000 individuals have joined the registry, and 708 lives have been saved through life-changing stem cell transplants. Please join me in welcoming the remarkable Carol Gillespie to the stage.
So first of all, I want to thank very much Touch a Life Foundation for this wonderful award on World Kindness Day. This award really honestly shocked me. An award like this usually goes to my team. That I understand, but I'm behind the scenes kind of person. I give the team the support, the encouragement, the tools they need to do the best they can do to do the job that asks people to give of themselves. And I'm truly honored by this kindness. When I usually ask people that question, I ask them why they joined the registry, and the answer is usually because they saw us in the community doing outreach or education, or that they knew someone that has been diagnosed with cancer. We started back in 1989 because there were 2 Asian patients in our community in the Bay Area that needed a bone marrow transplant, and there are only 123 Asians listed on the registry. And I'm going to use the word Asian in quotes because they did not identify what type of Asian or from what community the Asians come from. And as we all know, there's no such thing as an Asian. You're either, especially when we're talking about people with DNA, HLA typing, the matching criteria for stem cell transplants, you're Korean, Filipino, Pacific Islander, South Asian, the DNA, culture, and language are all different. So the matching criteria is really important. Like we said, we've started from 123 Asians, and we registered over 272,000 here in the Bay Area. And of those 272,000, 708 people have had the opportunity to live, survive. The community has healed. And so I just want to thank everybody from Touch of Life for this wonderful award.
We have Joe Sullivan, the Executive Director of Project Cure. Joe embodies the spirit of service and innovation, empowering communities with vital medical supplies. Her tireless efforts have uplifted countless lives and made healthcare more accessible to those in need. Can we please have Joe's representative collect her award, please? Now we will turn our attention to the nonprofit category. Our first award recipient is Young Steamers. This inspiring organization is on a mission to ignite the imaginations of underserved children through hands-on STEAM activities. They are shaping the innovators of tomorrow, and we are proud to honor them tonight. Please join me in welcoming Young Steamers to the stage.
So good evening, everyone. I'm deeply honored to stand here tonight on behalf of Young Steamers to accept the TALHero Award 2024 in the nonprofit category. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the Touch a Life Foundation for this incredible recognition. It is truly humbling to be in the company of so many inspiring individuals and organizations working to make a difference in the world. For those of you who may not be familiar with our organizations, Young Steamer was born out of a passion for equity in education. We believe that every child, regardless of their economic background, deserves access to quality STEAM education. Our mission is simple, yet powerful: to ignite curiosity and inspire future innovators by providing science, technology, engineering, art, and math enrichment to children from low-income families. Our journey started with a dream and a small group of dedicated volunteers united by a shared vision. We saw a gap in educational opportunities for kids in underserved communities, children who were brimming with potential but lacked access to the resources and experiences that could open doors for new possibilities. Starting out, we faced challenges typical for any young nonprofit organization: limited funding, finding the right partnerships, and simply getting the word out there about what we are doing. But our determination to make difference fueled us through the obstacles. Through the support of donors, volunteers, and organizations like Touch a Life, we've been able to bring our programs into shelters, community centers, and after-school programs, reaching hundreds of kids who otherwise may have missed out on the chance to engage with STEAM subjects. We offer hands-on activities that foster creativity, problem-solving, and teamwork. And it's amazing to see how these kids, many of whom initially doubted their own abilities, light up with excitement when they realize, I can do this. Let me share one of our favorite moments. Last year, we worked with a group of young children in a family emergency shelter in San Francisco. Nothing can be more rewarding than the bright eyes of a little 6-year-old girl who just learned about Newton's third law of motion, built a balloon-powered rocket, launched it, and declared that when she will grow up, she will launch real rockets. Receiving the TALHero Award is a testament to the hard work and passion of our team. Our wonderful, dedicated instructor, that some of them are here with us tonight, and I want to call them up here. We have Corey Isbell, and Brittany Lee, and Uma Agarwal. Please come over. And we could not have done any of this without their passion and their enthusiasm. And of course, the incredible kids that we serve. This recognition validates our mission and pushes us to keep going. We know that while we've come far, there is still so much more to be done. This award shines light on the importance of making STEAM education accessible to all. And we are beyond grateful to Touch a Life for believing in us and amplifying our cause. Looking ahead, we are excited to expand our reach, form new partnerships, and continue transforming young lives through the power of STEAM. With this award, we are more motivated than ever to grow our programs so we can inspire even more children to dream big, to explore the world around them and see themselves as future engineers, scientists, artists, and leaders. I want to say thank you again to the Touch a Life Foundation for this honor, and to all of you here tonight for the work that you do to create positive change. This award isn't just a milestone for young STEAMers. It's a call to action for all of us to continue investing in the next generation, to give every child the tools they need to build a brighter future. Together, we can change the world one young mind at a time. Thank you.
Next, we honor Breathe California, an organization that has championed lung health and clean air for over 112 years. Their unwavering commitment to public health has transformed lives and communities. Their legacy is one of advocacy, education, and healing. Please welcome Breathe California as they accept their well-deserved award. And Chairman Amrish Prasad.
On behalf of Breathe California, the Bay Area, Golden Gate, and Central Coast, that's quite a mouthful actually, I'd like to thank the Touch a Life Foundation for recognizing our work. This is a true honor, and really like to thank you for that. Like you mentioned in your introduction, we're a 112-year-old organization, so that dates us back to, before the First World War. And we've been serving the Bay Area community's lung needs since then. Early on, it was mostly about tuberculosis, which at that time was fatal most of the times. In more modern times, we have been tackling other lung diseases, as TB has become a treatable disease. Things like emphysema, COPD, and serving the more vulnerable parts of our community, right, at the elderly in particular, young children who have asthma. For people who don't know, 1 out of every 6 children still are affected by asthma. So we run special programs for educating them on how to manage that disease. We have special programs for adults as well. And recently, we all were reminded of the importance of lung health through COVID-19, right? So it's all fresh in our memories as well. We provide breathing equipment like CPAPs and BiPAPs to people who can't afford them. In fact, when the COVID was at its peak in India, I'm talking about 2021, August, September timeframe, we actually shipped CPAPs and BiPAPs to India to help with the poor people out there. We are strong advocates of EV adoption, and we run an annual EV ride and drive event where we get local dealerships to bring in all their EV fleet into a park in San Jose, right next to Raging Waters, in case anybody's interested. You're in one place and you can test out all those vehicles at once. You don't need to go to one dealer at a time, and so on and so forth. We electrified a diesel bus for the Gilroyd Unified School District. So all those kind of programs, everything pertaining to lung health, right? Different aspects of it. Advocacy, legislation, anti-vaping programs, runs the full gamut. So if you're interested in knowing more about us, you can find us at lungsareus.org. You remember Toys R Us? Who's old enough to remember Toys R Us? So it's not toys, but lungsareus.org. And you can sign up for our newsletter and be informed of different events that the organization is running. Once again, I'd like to sincerely thank TAL for honoring us and recognizing us for this work.
Finally, we celebrate Jacob's Heart Children's Cancer Support Services. For over 2 decades, they have provided invaluable support to families navigating the complexities of pediatric cancer. Their holistic approach ensures that children and their families receive the care and compassion they need during the most challenging times. Let's warmly welcome Jacob's Heart to the stage.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much to the Touch a Life Foundation for recognizing Jacob's Heart for this award. My name is Alyssa, and I'm here on behalf of Jacob's Heart. So Jacob's Heart has been around for 26 years. We really were founded from a family just needing some support, and a community member reached out and said, hey, let me see what I can do, because she just really wanted to be there for her child, but couldn't if she had to work. And so, boom, Jacob's Heart kind of came about. And so she really was like, why do I stop at one family? Let's continue this journey and try to provide so much help to other families who are in Santa Cruz County. Over the past 26 years, we've been able to expand into Monterey, San Benito, South Santa Clara, and now recently more into northern Santa Clara County. So we're in cities like Saratoga, Los Gatos, Montecito right now, hoping to be in all of Santa Clara County in the next 5 years. We're really there to help families with everything outside of the hospital. So I'm talking about, let's say you can't pay your rent. We step up and we pay that for you. Let's say you just cannot afford groceries every month. We actually bring you groceries every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let's say you need counseling and we don't stop you at the, oh, you've already been through 12 sessions, you know, we have to reevaluate. We give you whatever you need until you no longer need it. The only thing that we ask is if you have a child who has been diagnosed with cancer under the age of 21 within the zip codes that we're in. And that's all we ask. And we're really there just to help families every step of the way. So if you want to learn more about us, feel free to go to jacobsheart.org.
I do want to recognize my good friend Rishi Kumar. Rishi, can you come on to the stage? He's a councilman from Saratoga.
It's an honor to be here, and I had a pretty busy day, but I was tuning in, watching TAL TV, and I saw Kishore was speaking, I saw Russ Puryear, I also saw my good friend Sriram Paidya on a panel discussion, cardiac, cloud, AI, everything is AI these days, but I was getting educated a little bit with this phenomenal event that Sai and team have put together. And I used to take a much more active part, but I promise, Sai, I'll be back again. And it's an honor to be on the stage with our Consul General. Thank you all. Delighted to be here.
We should give a round of applause and congratulations to all the award winners in both countries. And I think also just one, hopefully not too mushy comment, but really cherish the amount of kind of integration, cultural alignment, the lack of any kind of boundaries around doing the right thing for people. It's kind of very inspiring. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for everybody that was involved.
Thank you very much.